The AH-64 Apache's evolution is a story of adaptation rather than replacement, driven by the realities of modern warfare. From the Cold War to today's network-centric battlespace, the Apache has proven so effective that upgrading it made more sense than starting from scratch. Its airframe was deliberately overbuilt for survivability, allowing new sensors, engines, and weapons to be added without redesigning the helicopter. Each new variant reflects lessons learned from real combat, and not just theoretical requirements. Instead of chasing an entirely new helicopter, armies chose to evolve the Apache continuously, keeping it lethal, relevant, and cost-effective for decades. This video presents the evolution of Apache helicopters. The AH-64A. The AH-64A was the original production Apache, introduced in 1986 as the U.S. Army's first purpose-built deep attack helicopter designed to survive and fight on a high-intensity battlefield. It featured a tandem, heavy armored cockpit and was powered by two GE T700 GE700 turboshaft engines, later upgraded to the more powerful 701C variant from 1990 onwards to improve hot and high performance. The helicopter introduced the M230 30mm chain gun, AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, 70mm unguided rockets, and advanced night fighting sensors, giving it unmatched lethality against armored formations. Its combat debut during Operation Desert Storm in 1991 proved the Apache's ability to conduct precision strikes and destroy large numbers of enemy tanks. Despite its success, the AH-64E relied heavily on crew workload and line-of-sight targeting, limiting situational awareness in complex battle spaces. As digital warfare and networked combat evolved, the A model's analog systems began to show their age. These limitations drove the U.S. Army to pursue major modernization programs rather than retire the platform. By the 2000s, most AH-64As were earmarked for conversion instead of replacement. The last U.S. Army AH-64A was withdrawn from service in 2012, closing the chapter on the Apache's original form. The AH-64B. The AH-64B emerged in 1991 as a proposed upgrade following lessons learned during Operation Desert Storm. When navigation and coordination demands exceeded the original Apache's capabilities, it was intended as a modernization package for 254 AH-64As rather than a new-built variant focusing on improving situational awareness rather than firepower. Planned upgrades included a global positioning system, improved navigation equipment, new radios, and redesigned rotor blades to enhance reliability and handling. The U.S. Congress approved $82 million to initiate the program, signaling serious institutional interest in extending the Apache service life. However, rapid changes in battlefield technology soon made the proposal feel like a temporary fix rather than a long-term solution. By the 1992, the AH-64B program was cancelled in favor of more ambitious digital upgrades. Despite its cancellation, many of the B model's planned systems were later installed on AH-64As through incremental modernization effort. As a result, the AH-64B never entered operational service as a distinct variant. The AH-64C. The AH-64C was conceived in the early 1990s as an expanded evolution of the cancelled AH-64B, reflecting the Army's growing emphasis on digital battle management. This version was planned to incorporate nearly all of the systems intended for the future AH-64D, excluding the mast-mounted Longbow radar and newer engine variants. Upgrades would have included digital avionics, improved navigation, enhanced survivability systems, and compatibility with emerging battlefield networks. Funding shifts and technological overlaps soon complicated the program, especially as many AH-64As were already receiving upgraded engines by 1990. With engines standardized, the primary distinguishing feature became the C model, and the D model became the radar system itself, since the Longbow radar could be installed or removed as needed. Maintaining two separate designations became necessary. In 1993, the AH-64C designation was officially dropped. All upgraded aircraft were instead redesignated as AH-64D regardless of radar fit. The C model therefore exists only as a transitional concept in the Apache's evolution. The AH-64D Apache Longbow. The AH-64D Apache Longbow entered service in 1997 and represented the most significant transformation of the Apache since its inception. Its defining feature was the AN/APG-78 Longbow fire control radar mounted above the rotor, allowing the helicopter to detect, classify, and engage targets while remaining masked behind terrain. The radar could track up to 128 targets and engage 16 simultaneously, drastically reducing exposure time in combat. A glass cockpit, digital avionics, and data sharing capability turned the Apache into a networked battlefield mode rather than a standalone attacker. The aircraft was powered by upgraded T700GE 701C engines and featured improved survivability systems and navigation aids. Operational use in Iraq and Afghanistan demonstrated its effectiveness in both high-intensity combat and counter-insurgency operations. Block 2 upgrades introduced enhanced communications and tactical internet connectivity. Export versions such as Japan's AH-64DJP expanded the type's global footprint. It can be equipped with the AIM-92 Stinger air-to-air missile for self-defense. The AH-64E Apache Guardian. The AH-64E Guardian, originally known as AH-64D Block 3, was redesignated in 2012 and entered service in 2011 as the most advanced Apache variant to date. It introduced more powerful T700GE 701D engines, paired with an upgraded transmission, significantly improving speed, payload, and hot and high performance. New composite rotor blades further increased cruise speed, climb rate, and endurance. A major leap came in digital connectivity, enabling the Apache to control and receive live feeds from unmanned aerial vehicles. The Guardian gained full IFR capability, improved landing gear, and enhanced maritime potential for future naval operations. Upgraded longbow radar modes expanded over-water targeting capability. With AESA radar concepts under study, continuous production lot improvements, added cognitive decision aiding systems, and advanced diagnostics. The AH-64E became the backbone of US and Allied attack helicopter fleets, including India. As of 2020, more than 500 had been delivered, ensuring relevance well into the 2030s. The AH-64F. The AH-64F was a conceptual upgrade proposed by Boeing in 2014 as a stopgap before the US Army's Future Vertical Lift program matured. It envisioned a dramatically enhanced Apache with greater speed and range to survive in next-generation combat environments. The concept included a 3,000 horsepower engine from the improved turbine engine program, retractable landing gear, and stub wings to offload lift during cruise. A unique tail rotor capable of rotating 90 degrees was proposed to provide forward thrust at higher speeds. These changes aim to push the Apache closer to compound helicopter performance without abandoning the proven airframe. Despite its ambition, the Army concluded that investing in FVL would deliver better long-term returns. In 2016, officials confirmed no further Apache upgrades would be pursued beyond the E model. AH-64F never progressed beyond the concept stage. It remains a glimpse of what a high-speed Apache could have become. Well guys, we're winding up the video for today. But if you've liked today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe to our channel for interesting topics we cover every now and then in the buzz. We'll see you guys in our next video again. Until then, bye-bye.